Hare Krishna Mathaji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mathaji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mathaji, Dandavat Pranam. Dandavat Pranam, Mataji. Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mathaji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mathaji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam Mataji and Prabhus. We can start with the opening prayers. Who would like to do?
May I?
Yes, Mataji.
ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविता विशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरूपश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृन्द। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा।
Hare Krishna. Today we will be seeing Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, 32nd verse. Yadrichaya chopapannam swargadvaram apavritam sukhina kshatriya partha labhante yuddhamidrisham. Yes, 4-5 of you can read the verse.
Yadrichya chopapannam swargadvaram apavritam sukhina kshatriya partha labhante yuddhamidrisham. Hare Krishna.
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्। हरे कृष्णा।
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्। हरे कृष्णा।
यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धम् ईशम्। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा। युद्धश्चया चोपपन्नम् स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतम् सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धम् ईदृशम्। हरे कृष्णा।
हरे कृष्णा।
यत्कृत्या सोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्। हरे कृष्णा। थैंक यू माताजी।
हरे कृष्ण। यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारम् अपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रिया पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna. Let us see the word to word meaning. Yadrichaya, by its own accord. Cha, also. Upapannam, arrived at. Swarga, of the heavenly planets. Dwaram, door. Apavritam, wide open. Sukhinaha, very happy. Kshatriyaha, the members of the royal order. Partha, O son of Pritha. Labhante, do achieve. Yuddham, war, idrisham, like this. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. O Parth, happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought, opening for them the doors of the heavenly planets. So now, we'll try to understand this verse. Prabhupada has written in the purport. Prabhupada has written in the purport that Krishna is actually telling to Arjun that because he's saying that I don't see any good in fighting, how are we going to enjoy after killing all our relatives? And he said, no, I do not find any good in this fighting. Because by killing all these family members, adults and teachers and elders, we will go to hell. So Arjun had made these statements while he was giving arguments for not fighting. But it is only because of Arjun's ignorance. And he says, without violence, let us just settle everything. And he wanted to become non-violent in the discharge of his duty. See, as a Kshatriya, in the previous verse we read, Kshatriya, the one who protects from hurt, is a Kshatriya. So a Kshatriya, his duty is to be violent if it is required. And Arjun is standing on the battlefield, and at that time he is speaking about non-violence philosophy. And it is very, very foolish. And Krishna is mentioning here one point. Happy are the Kshatriyas to whom such fighting opportunities come unsought. See, did Arjun go and himself wanted to fight the Kauravas? Did the Pandavas choose this battle?
No.
Did they just go and pick up a fight with somebody voluntarily out of greed or out of some attaining some wealth? Did they purposely do it for any of their material benefit or for establishing their power? Did the Pandavas do like that? No. So the point is, Krishna is saying this fighting opportunity has come to you unsought. You did not go seeking for this fight. And this fighting opportunity also is not an ordinary fight. It's not an ordinary battle. It is dharma yuddham. And this is by the own arrangement or of the will of the Lord or by the course of nature. It has come to you. This war has appeared by the arrangement of the Lord and of course nature, who is under the control of the Lord. And when one participates or when one does duty by participating in such a war, automatically it will open up doors of heavenly planets. Krishna is saying, because Arjun gave the reason that we will not be able to enjoy, he is saying you will get higher enjoyment. You will go to the higher level, to Swargalokas, and enjoy. See, those Kshatriyas who don't get an opportunity to fight in a dharma yuddham or any yuddham, or they don't die in a battlefield, how they will attain higher lokas? They have to lead a very religious, pious life, following dharma, accumulating punya, and then they have to practice sannyasa, detachment, and then they will rise to heaven. But the same Kshatriya, if he is in the battlefield fighting for dharma, with his death, moment he dies, he will attain heavenly kingdom. Automatically Swargadwaram will open for them. Swargadwaram apavritam. The Swargadwars will open wide. So Krishna is telling Arjun, instead of being sad and being in remorse, you should be happy. Because you have got this opportunity without you going and seeking it. And then if you die in this battlefield, you will get a glorious destination. And that's why he's telling Arjun, you please don't hesitate. Don't be reluctant to fight. So Prabhupada also explains in Parashara Smriti the religious codes. Kshatriyo hi prajarakshan, shastra pani pradandayan, nirjitya para sainyadhi kshitin dharmena palayet. The Kshatriya's duty is to protect the citizens from all kinds of difficulties, and for that reason he has to apply violence in suitable cases for law and order. Therefore, he has to conquer the soldiers of inimical kings, and thus with religious principles he should rule over the world. So Parashar Smriti has spoken about the Kshatriya code of conduct, where he has told their duty is to first protect citizens from any difficulties, and if required, violence has to be applied to establish law and order. And if you conquer the enemy soldiers, then you have to rule over them with religious principles. So even before the battle started of Kurukshetra, when all the warriors from both the camps assemble, then certain rules and regulations were set. One warrior will fight with one warrior. If one is on a chariot, then he has to fight with a warrior who is on a chariot. One who is on an elephant will fight with the one on an elephant. And in the night time, there will be no battle. 4 or 5 warriors should not fight one warrior. And things like that. There are some rules of war also. But later, of course, you will see in Kurukshetra, all the rules were broken by both the sides. So, the rules, the codes of conduct, if followed and duty done properly, it will always give a better result or a good result. Now, the question can be, why is Krishna saying that one can go to heaven? Because we all think that ultimate is liberation. Human form is to attain liberation. Then why is Krishna glorifying Swarga? As a Kshatriya, if you die, you will go to Swarga. Why is Krishna doing that?
Mathaji, I also have got the doubt, Mathaji. Krishna, Arjuna is a great devotee. And so when he is fighting, he should go to Goloka only, no, Mathaji?
So why? Then why is Krishna saying Swargaloka?
I don't know.
The war is for the dharma.
Yeah.
Perfect dharma.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it is Dharma Yuddha, Kshatriya gets a Swargaloka.
Material desire.
Yeah. Okay.
Mataji,
Yeah.
I think because both sides of dying warriors will go to the heaven.
Okay. But actually in Kurukshetra, whoever was killed or died, they all attained liberation.
Oh, liberation.
They
But
all
the
went
thing is,
certainly
my
tried
doubt
to-
is,
Because it is a
this
Dharma
side they
Kshetra.
are fighting for Dharma, the other side they are not fighting for Dharma. And
But
how they
Mataji,
also go
because
to
the
the...
Supreme Lord Krishna was present in the battle. So
Mataji?
everybody, every soul was purified there.
Mataji,
Oh, right.
Mataji,
Yeah.
because
Thank you,
Kurukshetra is a Dharma Kshetra.
Okay.
So whoever dies in
You
Dharma
get
Kshetra.
heavenly planets.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah. So, Prabhu, the purpose why I asked is, see, at this point, Krishna has started explaining the transcendental knowledge, or he has started giving the Gita Jnana. So, this is the stepwise Krishna is taking. See, suddenly from chapter 1, you cannot tell them direct sannyasa yogam, because each and every jiva may not be qualified to understand concepts like liberation or even desire liberation. Some may be stuck with dharma and kama also. So Krishna will give the philosophy slowly. He will take us stepwise. This portion, what now he is explaining, is the karma kanda portion. Then he will take us to Nishkama Karma, then Jnana Yoga, then Dhyana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga. It's gradually Krishna is explaining. So that's for beginners. Like from grade 1, directly you cannot teach the portion of grade 10. You have to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and ultimately grade 10. So the topmost philosophy will be explained by Krishna when you come to 12th chapter, Ananya Bhakti, and then he will give even more detailed Jnanam, and in the 18th chapter, which is called Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, ultimately he will explain the essence of Gita. So at the moment for people, he is saying, if you do your duty perfectly well and lead a dharmic life, you can attain heavenly kingdoms. So he is kind of telling that by doing your duties, at least you have a higher destination. See, topmost destination we know is Vaikuntha or Goloka. Because as of now, Krishna has not spoken about liberation. He will say it by the end of the second chapter. He will say what is liberation, because this chapter, second chapter, is summary of entire Gita. He will just introduce the topics which he is going to speak in the later chapters. Because Arjun said that I will not be able to enjoy if my relatives are gone. Krishna is saying that even if you want enjoyment in this material world, it is possible. Supposing you feel if your relatives you cannot enjoy, but by doing your duty, you will get higher loka, you will get higher enjoyment. If you see Mahabharata, the epic, it stresses more on dharma and kama. Following dharma, fulfilling desires. And how artha and kama. See, you follow dharma to attain your artha and kama. Of course, there is bhakti also, liberation also, prema also, but that is very much later. But in Mahabharata, if you see, it's all about doing your duties, attaining your artha and fulfilling your desires. Bhakti is at a higher level. See, if you see Bhagavad Gita, we have 700 verses, and continuation of Sarva Dharman Parityajya, and Krishna has said, and Man Mana Bhav Bhat Bhakto, which he says in the 18th chapter, the bhakti and the attainment of prema, attaining of the spiritual world of the Lord, whatever Krishna didn't speak here, he speaks later. In Bhagavatam, you have something called Uddhava Gita. Whatever Krishna left here in Bhagavad Gita in the 18th chapter of attaining liberation, higher than that, whatever is beyond liberation, Krishna covers in Uddhava Gita. So that's why here he is saying you will get heaven. And considering all these aspects, Prabhupada writes in the purport, the last stanza, that Arjun had no reason to refrain from fighting. And if he has to kill his enemies or conquer his enemies, and if he can conquer his enemies, he would enjoy the kingdom. And if he dies in the battle also, he will go to Swarga. So in both cases, whether he wins the battle or he loses the battle or he dies in the battle, he will get the benefit. So doing your duty perfectly well will actually elevate you. It will never degrade you. It can be any duty. So Kshatriya's duty is to protect Praja. So we see examples of various kings who have taken up their duties, and they fight, they chose battles, or rather they were called for battles, and they did their duty to protect the citizens and rule over them properly. So they will do protection, and for protecting they will lift all the weapons and then they will give punishment. So Kshatriya's duty is to fight. That is what ultimately Krishna is telling Arjuna. That this, if we summarize this verse, he is saying, you should be happy because you did not go and seek this battle. It has come to you by the arrangement of nature or by the course of actions, because Duryodhan refused to reconcile. So it was not your fault. You were just challenged for this battle. And this happens to be Dharma Yuddha. And it is that when you do your duty as a Kshatriya perfectly well, you have to do your duty. And if you do your duty perfectly well, you will attain heavenly planets. Yes. Anybody has any doubts in this?
Yes, Mathaji.
Yes.
It is, what's the fact, Mathaji? In case if they are qualified to go to Golokam, they will go to Golokam, isn't it, Mathaji? Even
Yeah, Mathaji, if they are
battle.
pure devotees and they have no other desire except service to the Lord, which ultimately Arjun will say, I have no further doubts and I will do as you want. And he has no other further desire. He has completely surrendered to Krishna and he is fighting this battle as a service to Krishna, then they will go to Goloka. But Krishna at this moment is not speaking about pure devotees. He is speaking about karmakandis who are interested in results. who are interested in getting some benefit. For them, he is speaking this verse.
Okay, Mataji, understood. Thank you.
Yes. Anybody else has any doubt? Yes, we have last 5 minutes remaining. I would just like to ask that another 4-5 days and Purushottam month will be over. So how was it in the Purushottam month reading the Purushottama Yoga? Anybody has?
It was wonderful, Mathaji. Initially, I could not understand. As days goes by, some sort of understanding, I realized something like how we should be in our life, how we should be devoted to the God.
Yes.
What is liberation? What is Shara and Akshara? Which is perishable and imperishable.
Okay.
And the Supreme God is the one we should always thinking and do our spiritual things and all.
Yes.
Every day I read that.
Okay, very nice. Yes. Anybody else?
Hare Krishna.
I used to read the sloga only, Mathaji.
Okay.
Without fail, I will read the slokas. But
Anybody has read the translations?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes.
Yes.
I've read the translation as well as the videos by
Okay.
Karthikeya Das and Guru Gauranga.
Very nice, very nice, very nice. Very nice. Any Prabhus, any realizations or anything you want to share?
Hare Krishna Mataji. So
Yes,
I feel this class is very nice and beneficial for me and all of us, Mataji. So you are explaining very well and easy to understand for me. So thank you so much, Mataji, for your efforts.
Thank you. All glories to Srila Prabhupada only. He has made it very simple for us by giving very nice, easy purpose for us to understand. It is the glory of our acharyas.
And I've learned some of the songs also, Mataji.
Very good.
And I went to temple and did service twice.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Yes. So, Prabhu, I think if there is no further doubts, we can close and tomorrow we will continue with the 33rd verse. Srimad Bhagavad Gita.
Chaurashtakam was really good.
Yes. It's a very beautiful composition by Bilmangal Thakur. And it's a nice prayer we can recite to Krishna to come and actually be in our hearts forever, actually.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah. Leena Mataji, boli.
Yes, Arun Prabhu was saying we will chant Hare Krishna mantra till Mataji comes. So I was telling them that we should chant Prabhupada's mantra first.
Yeah. You can just chant Namo Om Vishnu Padaya and then you can start Jai Shri Krishna and chant the mantra.
Thank you.
श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय, श्रीला गुरुदेव की जय। वांछा कल्पतरु
कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। हरे